Okay, so this is where we were, and now the idea was to continue doing the legs. And in the break that I took, I actually found out something really nice. So he's Dobby, right? I think most of you know who he is, and he is also a skinny guy, and we are also making something similar. So I feel like we can actually use a little bit of proportions from him as well. I'm not going to be entirely copying the proportions, but some of the things are pretty much similar to our character as well. For example, I think we can make the hands as skinny as his. Right now, our hands are a little bit thick and not that much, obviously, but still, I think we can make them a little bit thinner, just like he's having over here, and we can make the hands a little bit bigger in our case, even though we really didn't worked on the hands yet. But I feel like we can actually make the hands a little bit bigger, and we also need to fix the hands, by the way. Right now the hand doesn't look like really nice, so we're gonna be fixing that in the future as well. So yeah, right now we don't have the legs, so that's what we are gonna be making. And yeah, let's just continue. We can actually just go over here so that we can use this as a reference. Now, one of the first thing that I wanna do is I basically wanna make sure that I get this bone right, because he's skinny. He's gonna have less muscles and more bony landmarks. So this is the next bony landmark that I wanna have, and this bony landmark basically comes right over here in the middle. So if I were to just mark it right over here, is basically where this bony landmark is going to be. And you can see that this bony landmark is actually outside. So if you can see, this is outside the hip area. So we need to make sure that we actually get the same thing. And if you want to, you can either push this in, but don't do that, because you can see the rib and this hip areas are pretty identical. So we're gonna have to push this out. So I am just gonna do that. And yeah, so let's just smooth it out actually. And now what you can do, you can actually just start creating the leg. So this comes in the middle, right? And if you were to just look at this similar reference from the side, you can see this is where the bone is. And now I wanna create this nice looking gesture. So it basically creates an S, right? You can see it right over here. I can draw it for you. So you can see that we are creating this gesture, and we also need to create the gesture same over here. And in the back, you can see how we have this going on. So we need to create this. So that's basically what we're gonna be doing now. And I can just right now you don't really need to think that much about the proportions, like the proportions of the legs, or whether you're getting everything right in terms of volumes or not. I'm pretty sure that the proportions are not accurate in these areas as well. I have actually just guessed it, but because he's in stylized character, I'm gonna be making the proportions a little bit weird. For example, let me show you the main image that I'm going for. Yeah, right over here. You can see this is actually the kind of look that I am going for. And what I can do, I can make the legs a little bit taller and the torso a little bit smaller. So in the future, I might just do this, right? But I'm not gonna do that right now, because I'm still in my early phase, and we are still designing. Actually, we're not designing, we're just adding the legs and the arms and basically everything. We're just adding everything. And after we have everything, we can just push and pull stuff to play with the proportions and to play with the design. If you don't have time, usually in production, actually, you can just use a base mesh. In this case, I don't want to do that because I'm going to show you everything from the start. So yeah, in the future, when we'll have everything, like all the body parts, we're gonna push and pull stuff around to make the proportions a little bit better, so that we can actually just have a better design. We're gonna do the same with the face. Actually, I'm not really liking the face as much. We also don't have the ears, lol. But yeah, I'm not really liking the face as well. Like, it is a nice decent sculpt, but it just does not give me that nice of a feel. And we're gonna have to fix the nose as well. No, you can see this weird thing. So yeah, nothing is polished. We're gonna be doing that in the future. Let's just focus on the legs. Actually, I am talking a bit too much. So you can see, just like we have a gesture from the side like this, we basically have a gesture from the front as well. So you can see how we have this going on, and we basically want to do that. So one thing that you need to know, because he's a little bit skinny, we cannot really make too much of volumes. And if you wanna create something similar, always have reference. And I have I have basically found this reference as well. It's in sculpt, but I think it is a pretty nice sculpt, and we basically can just use this on for our advantage. So I'm just gonna do that, and yeah, let's actually just continue sculpting. So let's just go to the muscles. Actually, I think it's gonna be easier for me to explain this way. So you can see how we have this going to the knee area, and how we have the knees right over here. We can actually just mark the knees first. So the knees are going to be in the middle, like right over here, and we can just create a line that basically connects the knee to this bone. So this is going to be our bony landmark, and you can see right over here that we have this squiggly kind of a look. So we can just straighten it out, and let's just straighten it out, and we have our bone that is going from our knee to like this pelvis kind of an area. And now we can actually just start adding all the muscles around. So if I were to just look at it from the front, I can mark the muscles. So you can see one of the first bony, sorry, not the bony, but the muscle landmark is, you can see this muscle right over here, right? So this muscle usually just goes inside a little bit. It is not something that comes out, but it is something that goes in. And then we have this one, which basically connects the knees to our this hip bone. And then we have this big one from the side, and this is going to be our next one. So yeah, these are the muscle group that we are gonna be creating. So let's actually just do that. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll use the draw sharp, and for this muscle right over here, I'm just going to be creating a line that goes like this. Okay, this is a little bit too heavy, and I'm just gonna do that. And if you feel like that for some reason you cannot really do the muscles properly, what you can do, you can actually just draw the muscles. For example, just like you are seeing the muscles right over here, you can just draw them like this. For example, you can just draw a muscle that goes like this, right? This is this one, and then you can draw this muscle. So this one right over here, it's this one, and then you can draw this one. So this one right over here, right? And then you can actually just start adding the volumes. For example, you can just go to your any brush, clay strip brush, and start adding the volume like this. So I think this is one of the easiest way to actually sculpt the muscle, and you can see that we have already starting getting some volumes, and you can start adding the volumes one by one right over here as well. So you can see we have created two muscles, but this one actually comes inside. Like this one is supposed to be a little bit back. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna use the draw sharp brush and push it back, smooth it out, and we have this going on. I'm gonna be pushing this one inside a little bit as well. So let's just use the clay strip brush and basically push it back a little bit. Okay, so this is what we have, and let's just smooth it out actually, Okay, so yeah, from the side I can push it out a little bit, and yeah, let's just look at it from the side actually. So these are the muscles, and oh, by the way, we basically have a biceps at the back as well. So if I were to just show it to you, you can see that we have these two that goes like this. So we're gonna have to do that as well. And actually the legs are pretty complex, so it could be a little bit tricky, but you can see that this line goes like this right over here. So we're gonna have to add that as well. Yeah, you can see it goes like this. We just need to exaggerate it a little bit, so I'm just gonna do that. Now for this area, it is supposed to go in like this. Okay, so from the side, we can actually just look at the reference again, and you can see this one actually goes inside. And yeah, this is pretty much what we have. We can put the legs a little bit back and then just straighten it out. So something like this. And we can push the knees a bit in front. So something like this is actually fine. Right now, the legs are not looking that great, but we can fix that by sculpting the knees and basically polishing everything. So we have the knee area right over here, and the knees basically connects to the bone. So we have this. Okay, after adding this volume, sorry for the cut. Actually, I was distracted. I can just push this back because this muscle basically goes back and then it connects to the knees. You can see right over here. Maybe I can show it to you in a different angle. Wait, let me just find the angle. Yeah, you can see right over here how it connects to the back part of the knee. So we're gonna have to do that as well. And if you want to, you can just mark all this stuff. So, totally up to you. You can just mark it like this. And how it connects to the knees, you can clearly see. So just do that. And now we basically just need to mark the back part of this muscle. You can see how big of this muscle is. If you were to just look at it from the back, you can see these are in two areas. So let's just go back. And I am gonna be marking the part where the knee is. So I think the knee is right over here. Actually, I should add volume a little bit in the knee so that it would be easier for me to identify where the knee is. Right now, I'm just blocking out the volumes. I'm not exactly marking. Actually, do you know what? This muscle is a bit too far out. Because he's skinny, I don't want the muscles to be that far out. So I'm just going to be pushing it back. Okay, so this is our knee, right? And I need to push this part in a little bit. So I'm just going to push this in like this. And we have this going on. So yeah, now we need to add these two volumes. So from the back area, you can see that the one that is inside is actually lower, and then the one that is outside is actually higher. So we need to basically just do that, and I'm just gonna be pushing this out like this, and similar to this one. And you can see how the upper muscles are basically overlapping. So we need to do that as well. And if I were to just look at it from a third, fourth view, if I can find it, yeah, you can see right over here. You can see how this bicep kind of, yeah, we have a bicep at the back as well, in the legs as well. So you can see how this is overlapping right over here. So we need to do the same. I can just mark something like this in the middle to basically separate both of these out. And now we can just do this. That is gonna go right over here. You can see this line basically, and then this just continues like this. So I am just marking the muscle, right? And we're gonna do the same thing with this with this one as well. So for this, I can opt for different angle. You can see right over here. So for this, it is gonna go like this. You can see, and this is how it is gonna come like this. So we have basically marked the muscle. We have drawn the muscle. Now we just need to add some volumes in it. So I can use the clay strip again. And I guess in the middle, I'm going to remove a little bit of volume because it goes in. And then I am just going to start adding. Actually, do you know what? Let's just smooth it out a little bit. And now let's just use the clay strip brush to basically add the volumes again and make the muscles volume a little bit roundier. So I'm just gonna do that. And this overlaps as we've seen in the reference. So I'm just gonna be adding some volumes right over here. So yeah, let's just do that. And I'm gonna be adding some volumes right over here. Nice. So we have the leg. I have not added too much volume because again he's skinny. We always need to remember that. And also we are blocking out stuff. Actually, let's just go to that sculpt and you're gonna realize that we basically have this part pretty flat, as you can see right over here. So we can actually just remove the volumes from ours as well. Actually, I'm using this sculpt because I was not able to find someone skinny in this area. I was not able to find a really nice reference, but I was able to find this sculpt. So I guess we can use it. It's a really nice sculpt. So yeah, we can actually just remove the volume, just like we have this over here. And eventually he's gonna be wearing the pants. So I don't think we need to be super accurate, but again, because it's a production model, we have to be as accurate as we can possibly, make it. So I'm gonna be removing that, and now you can see this muscle right over here, which is coming out. So we need to actually add that. I think we have removed a little bit too much of a volume, so let's just add that. And this part is gonna be right over here. Okay, so we can just push this part in, and you can just use the play strip brush to do that. I'm just gonna be pushing this in a little bit, and we are okay. We can actually push this volume in as well. Let's just push this in. I don't know if you can follow this or not, but yeah, I'm trying to make sure that the silhouette basically matches with this one. But I've shown you the muscles, right? So I think I hope that it is gonna be easier for you to follow. Now we have one problem. The crotch is a little bit too high, so we need to fix this up. And I'm just going to be pushing it up actually. I know that the torso is going to be a little bit smaller, so I can just push it up. And if we want to, I'm really liking how we can see the hip bone right over here. We can actually do the same with ours as well. And I'm thinking of doing that actually. Maybe we should try and do that. So in order to get something like this, we can remove this volume that we've added before. Even though it doesn't really matter, if you think about it, there are going to be clothes on top of this. But I think it's just better to do it anyway. And I'm gonna be blending it with the skin a little bit. So we have this, and I'm just going to be adding this muscle again. Super important muscle, by the way. And yeah, let's just push it out a little bit to basically make the shape a little bit better. And now we can actually just start removing. So you can just use the clay strip and start removing some of the muscles. Okay, one thing that I want to do now is I basically want to do the abs because even if the guy is skinny, I hope that I can actually find it. Yeah, you can see that he's still gonna have these abs kind of a thing. So the sculpt also has it. So let's just add that, right? And yeah, let's just add the volume. We are not really polishing anything yet. We're not in that stage yet, but I guess it is still better to add those volumes. Okay, so we have this going on, and we were doing the legs, so let's just continue. I can add a little bit of volume right over here actually. Okay, yeah, I guess it's good. Let's just do this part. So for this, let's just go back to the muscles and we'll see how it looks. So we have, okay, this is the muscle that we have on the side. So yeah, let's actually just, you can, if you want to just mark the muscle first. So yeah, you can just do this. So just mark the muscle like this, and you can see how it goes towards the knee. So just do that, and then you can just do this. So now just add the volume, and I think this is one of the easiest way to do the muscles. Doesn't really matter which muscle you are like sculpting. Now you can just mark the muscle and add the volume, and now you can see that we kind of have the upper leg, and now it is time to do the lower leg. So let's just do this, and yeah, let's just make the separation first. We've already seen this actually, and let's just look at it from here. Well, you can see that after this area we basically have the tendons, and what happens is it basically just goes like this. You can just use your draw sharp brush and basically remove the volume kinda like this, as I have removed. And that's because of all the tendons. We usually don't have muscles right over here, and I hope that I can show it to you. But yeah, you can see how it is going in and then it is coming out, and this is gonna be your foot area. So yeah, just to do that, and I'm gonna start removing the volume actually. So the legs are not supposed to be that thick from this part, and we also need to fix the proportions, which we are gonna be doing in the future. So for this, I guess we can just look at the sculpt. You can see how the legs are going like this, right? We have a curvature in the bone. You can see right over here. So we're gonna be using that knowledge, and we're gonna be adding that curvature in our bone as well. And let's just add this volume, and I'm gonna be marking the bone actually pretty nicely. So yeah, you can see right over here, and we have our bone. And from the side, let's just look how the bone is supposed to look from the side. So yeah, you can see right over here, it is supposed to be a little bit bendy. So I'm just gonna be pushing this back a little bit. Because it's a stylized character, you can exaggerate that bend a little bit more. So totally up to you, totally up to you. And we have this bone marked, and now we're just gonna be marking all the muscles around. Basically, we're gonna follow the same thing that we followed with the upper leg area, and we're just gonna be marking the muscles out now. And yeah, let's just look at it from this area. So you can see the first muscle that goes from behind the knee to like towards the end of the foot. So we can just use that knowledge and basically mark this like this. You can see how it goes towards here. So we can just mark that, and it is going to be a first muscle. And from this area, you can see that we basically have a bone over here. As I've told you, we don't really have that many muscles in the lower leg area, but one of the muscles are this one, which goes. Let's just mark this one first. I think this is the more important one. So let's just mark this, and now we have second muscle that goes like this. So yeah, you can see this one right over here, and then we have the tendons. So the tendons are these one. So let's just we already have something like this for them, but let's just fill this up for now. And we have the tendons that are going like this. So I'm just gonna be filling them for now, and I'm just gonna be removing the volumes later. So we have marked the muscles. Now we can actually just start adding the volumes. So you can see this volume right over here. We already have that actually, but still let's just add a little bit of them. So something like this is, I think, going to be better. And you can see how we have added this volume from the front. You can see how it looks. So make sure that you get that right. And I'm just going to be pushing this in. I'm going to be pushing this part out, and I'm just going to be pushing this in. So you can see we basically get the same thing. And yeah, let's just push this onto the side. And we basically have the lower leg almost done as well. We just need to push and pull stuff to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, we have that. Remember that right now we are not in the polishing phase. We are again only in the blocking phase. That's why if you feel like that the legs are not looking good, then it's because we are not done with them yet. Like we have not finished them actually. So that's why. Okay, so from the back, this is supposed to be the broader area, and I'll show it to you. Yeah, you can see how it is getting broader from the back. So let's just do that, and I'm gonna be using the draw sharp brush to basically add this. And now what we'll do, we can actually use the grab brush to push stuff around to make everything look nicer. And yeah, we have the back leg as well. I just want to make sure that all the curves actually looks nice, so I'm just gonna be adding this again, and I'm gonna be adding this again, right? And we have the back, like the lower leg as well. Obviously the proportions are way too bad, like I can already see that. So let's just push it up a little bit. And I also need to push the torso up. Yeah, you can see here, he have already started to look way better just by pushing the torso up. I'm not really using the realistic proportions because again he's in stylized character, and I wanna make sure that he looks awesome rather than proportionally correct. So yeah, that's basically what the idea is. And I'm going to push out some of these volumes so that it basically helps with the silhouette. I want to push this part back. I basically want to create a nice looking silhouette. That's why I'm doing it. And I want to add some volumes in this muscle as well, so that I can get a little bit of something like this, right? You can see that it comes out. So I need to add a little bit of volume in order to achieve that. So I'm just going to be start adding that right over here. And let's just smooth it out. Let's just look at it from the front to see if we have not messed up anything, and I don't think we have. And the legs are actually looking nice. Now we need to do the feet, and after that, this is where this video is probably going to be ending, because we have basically blocked out everything. We still need to polish everything, so remember that we have yet a whole lot of stuff to do. So yeah, let's just do the feet and then we'll be done. So for the feet, let's just use the box mask and invert it, and then use the grab to just, okay, let's just mask this, use the grab to push it out. And yeah, you can just actually just while we have this mask, we can just push this out, because this is going to be our thumb area and it is usually further out than the fingers. So let's just do that. If you want to, you can from this area you can also start fixing some of the shapes, but we're gonna have to do the remesh. So press Alt M and Control R to do the remesh, and for some reason it is a little bit weird. We're gonna have to fix it. Let's just use the inflate and then do the remesh again. So this is what we have. Let's just use the inflate and remesh again. So this is what we have in terms of legs. I know it's not that good of a job, so let's just smooth it out and basically polish it so that it looks a little bit better. And for the legs, I don't sorry, for the foot, why am I saying legs? For the foot, I don't think it should be that complicated. We basically just need to first put the shape into better, like we need to make sure that this part is out and this part is in. We all know that. And now we just need to fix the shape from the top. And if you were to just look at any sculpt, yeah, you can see how we have this going on. So the foot is not flat. We basically have something like this goes on. So if I were to just use the draw sharp, you can see that we have this goes in, and then we basically have something that goes like this. So let's just add that, and yeah, let's just do it. So we all know all this stuff, right? And Okay, so we also need to make sure that the legs are a little bit thinner. So yeah, let's just do that and press Ctrl R. Okay, now let's just use the clay strip. Okay, one thing, I am just like adding some proxy volumes right now. We're gonna be looking into the anatomy in a minute after we are done with these volumes. Okay, so we have added all these volumes. Now we can actually just look into the anatomy. So we basically have these knuckles kind of a thing on both side of the feet, and let's just look at it. So you can see right over here from the front view that we have these two bones, right? And you can clearly see the bone that is inside basically have higher knuckle, and we just need to like add that. So let's just add the inner one right over here, right, and the lower one right over here. You can also just look at your own feet, by the way. So yeah, just do that, and you can see you need to make sure that we have this angle to it. Don't make it like this. Make sure that you have an angle to it, and after that we can further polish the legs like this. And yeah, you can just do that from the side. If I were to just look at it from the side, you can see, actually let's just look at a real person. I think that's gonna be better for reference. So you can see right over here how this bony landmarks basically goes behind, and I've already shown you, like I've drawn this multiple times, so you already know why I have drawn this. We basically have tendons over here, and because of the tendons we get this kind of a volume right over here. So yeah, let's just add that. This is gonna go smaller at the back. We all know that, like you can see your own feet if you want to, and yeah, you can see that we have this tendon right over here that we have already created. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so for the fingers, I don't know if I want to make the fingers, by the way. He's gonna be wearing the shoes, and unless in the project, for some reason, if you want to show the feet of your character, you can actually just make the fingers. But is it necessary to make the fingers? Just like think about it. So if you think that the fingers are necessary, then you can make them. And in this case, I don't know. I guess we can actually. So yeah, let's just use the box trim and let's just flatten this part out. I'm trimming everything beneath. And now let's just use Control R to remesh. I think I wanna remove the facet. So facet from visible, and let's just smooth it out. So yeah, let's just smooth it out. And again, make sure that this part actually goes in. So you can use the clay strip brush to do that. And actually from this area, you can just push it like this. We already know, like you can, I don't know if you can, but you can use your own feet as a reference for this. But yeah, you can, like, everyone know how the shape of the feet are supposed to be. So yeah, we have the feet as well. These are pretty small, by the way. I wanna make them a little bit bigger, just like we have with the Dobby. But I don't wanna make them super big. Like with the Dobby, they are a little bit too big. So yeah, that is something that I don't wanna do. Okay, so we pretty much have everything. We still have not polished anything. So what we'll do, we can actually do the hands and the feet in the separate video. But we basically have everything. And now the next step would be to first fix the proportions. We're gonna have to figure out what kind of proportions are going to work best for the character. The proportions that we have right now are just something that we've created on the go. We also need to polish everything. For example, these are not the perfectly sculpted hands. These are not the perfectly sculpted legs, perfectly sculpted torso, face. Obviously, nothing is perfect right now because we are designing, we are not copying. And because we are designing, we should have the ability to change anything on the go. And because in the future, we kinda need to change anything. If we were to polish anything, like let's just say I make the legs perfect, and then I realize that I need to change something in the leg, then that polishing is just gonna be the waste of time. So I hope that it makes sense, like the workflow makes sense. Right now anything is not polished, and that's because we are still in the designing phase. So right now we basically have created everything except for hands and the feet. But in the future videos we are gonna do some R&D, and we figure out some of the designs. Maybe we can start with the face actually, and then we can do the body, and then the hands and the feet. After that we also need to do the cloth. So I mean, you've seen the render, right? So yeah, you know what's coming, and yeah, I'm just gonna see you in the next one.